After the postponement of the Safari Rally, which is the second round of the Kenya National Rally Championship, all roads headed to Kisumu, where the crews were itching to compete and battle for round 3 championship points. Organised by the Equator Motorsport Club, 28 competitors brought their cars to the Simba Union Club for the pre-event check to ensure vehicles comply with the relevant technical regulations that help ensure safety and fair play. However, 2 days prior to the event, an information bulletin was released by the organisers cancelling the short 8-kilometre Simba stage due to adverse weather from continuous rainfall that had rendered the stage impassable. It was obvious that this would be a tough rally, as some of the crews got stuck as they scouted the remaining 2 stages the day before the rally. The organisers also did their best to repair sections of the remaining routes that were badly damaged by the rains. Here we get a taste of the slippery spectator stage on board Jassi Chati's car as he wrecked through the route. The black cotton soil sections were going to be a tough challenge for the drivers and a spectacle to watch for the fans. This was going to be a wet, slippery and muddy affair, one that we have not witnessed in years. If only the weather could hold up. However, in the far distance a storm was brewing, and as the film crew was leaving the sugar farm where the rally was to take place, the heavens opened up. And one of the heaviest downpours seen in recent weeks pounded the region with fury. Kisumu's dreaded torrential rain welcomed us on the eve of the rally. An organizer's nightmare had come to reality, and we could only wait to see what damage had been done the next day. The rally started outside the Kcb branch in the heart of Kisumu town.
There you go! 2016 Kcb Kisumu.
And despite the overnight rains, the day started bright and clear. Governor of Kisumu County Jack Ranguma flagged off the crews, who set off from the ceremonial start unsure of what to expect in the stages ahead. The route took the crews east towards Chemelil, and stage 1 was dubbed Nucleus, a series of doglegs through the sugar plantations with long straights and junctions. Then, after a 20-minute service and refuel at the service park and headquarters base at Kibos Chemase station, they would then tackle the 47-kilometer Kabonyo to Mberere stage and then come back for service before repeating the stages. The finish was back at Chemase, and prize-giving ceremony was to be held at the same place. Unfortunately, the overnight showers had caused havoc. A colossal 40 millimeters of rainfall left the roads in the first stage in a deplorable state. So the organizers quickly decided to start the rally with the drier Kabonyo second stage, which was shortened since the river at Mberere had burst its banks. Also, the spectator stage was cancelled as it was waterlogged and impassable. With all the drama sorted, it was back to rallying business, and the crews fired up their machines. Itching to take on the Kisumu challenge. The race against the clock started, and the Mudmaster and 6 times former national champion Ian Duncan was fearless in this slippery section. His rallying experience showed up, and he displayed world-class driving by being 2 seconds per kilometer quicker than his rivals. By the end of the stage, Duncan had garnered a massive 1.5 minutes lead. Raising eyebrows and coming in second fastest was Carl Flash Tundo in his ancient 15-year-old Subaru GC8. His Subaru is a wolf in sheepskin, as it has a powerful N12 engine. With tin congested calling the notes, the multiple national champion was the leading Subaru in the race, unintimidated by the chasing pack. Chasing hard and determined to turn last year's miserable season around was Baldev Chaga. Despite being first on the road, clearing the path for his rivals, Chaga pushed his Evo 10 and was third fastest, just a second behind Tundo.
Easy left, keep center. 100, medium right, keep center. 180, fast right, into slow left cutter early.
3 seconds behind Chaga and sliding into fourth place was Rajveer Rai, to the delight of the rally fans. Lasting through the stage was Manveer Barian in also another feisty Ford Fiesta R5. Barian was fifth fastest, 16 seconds behind Rajveer.
Manveer.
Karun Patel was keeping up with the big boys and was impressive, setting the sixth fastest time. Another member of the Tundo family and the oldest competitor in the race was veteran rally driver Frank Tundo, co-driven by Raju Chaga. The old guard was toe-to-toe with the youngsters and was the fastest Evo 9 and in 7th place. All the way from Mombasa was Isa Mirza, who was in a similar Evo 9 and in 8th position. Farhaz Khan, navigated by Keith Henry, was third fastest Evo 9 and now in 9th place overall. Topping up the top 10 is Division 3 defending champion Jansha Sandhu. The star attraction of the rally, the Flying Finn, the Speedmaster, Mr. Heavy Foot, Tapio Laukkanen, came off the blocks in his standard flat-out attack mode, ready to defend his Kisumu title that he won last year. However, midway through the stage, Laukkanen had all sorts of bad luck. He first suffered a puncture, and worse still was that his car switched off after hitting a water splash. He lost 10 minutes due to this and finished in 19th place.
Tricky start for us. We hit the stone, we bent the front arm, and after 5 Ks of driving, then we got the flat tire as well. And then obviously we needed to change that on the stage. I lost quite a lot of time, and in one of the water splashes on the stage, our engine died. Needed to go outside, remove the air filter, and carry on again. So we lost about 10 minutes on the first one. So not the start you wanted to get, but that's motorsport. That's how the things go sometimes.
Defending Kenya national champion Jasi Chate also had an unfortunate start. A few kilometers into the section, his drive belt came off, and it cost him a whopping 20 minutes to fix it. By the time he was done, he was at the Charlie tail end in 28th position. So after the first stage, Ian had a comfortable lead, followed by Tundo and Chaga. The Rai brothers Tejveer and Onka in 12th and 13th position respectively had a lot of ground to make up so as to be in the familiar top 10 positions. Even though he was the last driver to start the race, Osman Abdullahi in his maiden rally was quite impressive. co-driven by the experienced navigator Evans Wender, he finished the stage in 16th position overall in his Subaru N10.
It's our first rally, let's just try and finish it. That's the main target, is to finish the rally.
Josiah Kariuki also kick-started his debut rally and finished the stage in 17th overall position. Eric Bengi, the tapio of the two-wheel drive, was uncatchable. Co-driven by female navigator Tuta Mionki, they had a massive lead of over 5 minutes and were in a stunning 11th position overall. Second in the two-wheel drive was Alex Lairangi, driving his Toyota Sprinter.
It's a bit slippery and my car is two-wheel drive. So especially the uphills, it's a bit tough for me.
Sami Nyori was third, even though his car had issues.
Midsection, we broke one of the rear shocks, so we were not able to drive as per expectations. We only now were forced to nurse the car and take it to the end of the stage so that we can come to service and get it fixed.
Defending two-wheel drive champion Leonardo Varese was last in the class. In the S-Class, local boy Chandrakant Devji was doing well and in 15th position. Jasmine Iceman Chana decided to compete with his 3-time championship-winning Toyota Celica GT4, the beast Kristen Timon. He was now in 18th overall position and second in this class. The Chana brothers are expecting their new car to arrive before the next round. Edward Minor was third in this class. All the vehicles finished the first section and headed to the first service of the day, which was a hive of activity as the mechanics had work to do to keep the teams in the race.
We had some few issues in the last stage. Our car, our center diff is not working. We are always driving on sideways. So there is a place we went off, we bent our thyroid. So we had to take it very, very easy to be back here.
We're hoping to have a bit of a faster second section and see if we can catch the guy ahead.
Unfortunately, the nuclear stage had to be cancelled as it was waterlogged and still in a deplorable state. So it was back to the second loop of the Cabonio stage. As the crews were getting ready for the final loop, the big news was that the current leader Ian Duncan was quite ill and had to retire on medical grounds. It was an unfortunate end to a race that had a promising victory.
We had a good lead this morning, but unfortunately Ian was not feeling too well since the last 2 days, so we decided to pull out.
So with Duncan out, it was going to be anyone's race to win. A free-for-all opportunity to clinch the title. 34 seconds separated the top 5, and the chasing pack were ready to take advantage if any of the front runners faltered. The speed master Tapio Laukkanen threw caution to the wind, flying through the stages in fearless fashion and catching up with the front runners. However, it was not to be his lucky day. His Subaru GVB13 stalled again at the same water splash he encountered in the first loop. A big blow to his comeback, and he knew he had to nurse his car to the finish and recorded the 12th fastest time despite the mishap. Defending national champion and Kisumu's local boy Jesse Chate also had a lot of ground to cover in the second stage, going all out. Unfortunately, 10 kilometers into the stage he got a puncture, the final nail to his misfortunes, but remarkably set the 9th fastest time. The battle for the fastest Evo 9 was between Mombasa's Isa Mirza and the veteran from Nakuru, Frank Tundo. Mirza emerged the fastest, beating Tundo Sr. by 24 seconds and set the 7th fastest time on this stage. Kcb Rai finally debuted his new Mitsubishi R4 in Kisumu. He had a sluggish start on the first loop, but put his foot on the gas in the second loop, taking advantage of the power and swiftness of his Evo 10. At the end it paid off, and he was 6 minutes faster in his second loop time and recorded the 6th fastest time. His teammate and younger brother Knrc Rai was aggressive on the stage. Knrc was on a mission and on beast mode attack. Here he nudges off Karan Patel with his big Mitsubishi out of the way. By the end of the stage, Knrc was 7 minutes faster than his first loop time and set the 5th fastest time. Carl Tundo started the second loop with all intentions of increasing his newly acquired lead. Unfortunately, the old Subaru couldn't cope with the rough and the rear arm broke, and Tundo's quest for victory slipped away as he struggled to keep up with the front runners. By the end of the stage, he registered the 4th fastest time of 29 minutes and 52 seconds. The dash to the finish was nerve-wracking. 16 seconds separated the top 3 leaders. It was the newer Ford Fiestas R5s of Rajveer and Manveer against the big Mitsubishi Evo of Baldev Chaga. Manveer was in top flight, but his car developed a misfire which painfully slowed him down, but he was very fast and finished the stage not knowing if the other 2 rivals had issues. He recorded a time of 29 minutes and 26 seconds. Rajveer Rai had a fantastic clean run, flawless in the sections, despite memories of him crashing out during the St. Kisumu rally last year on his debut with the Ford R5. 29 minutes and 24 seconds was the time he had set in the final loop, beating Barian by just 2 seconds, and it was only Baldev Chaga as the remaining rival contesting for the title. However, Chaga, navigated by Ravi Soni in a Group N Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10, ended 18 years of waiting when he racked up his 2nd career Kcb Kisumu Rally title in the wet and muddy terrain around the Chemilo region.
Into medium left, keep out and exit. Done.
This was Chaga's first win in Kisumu since 1998, the year the Flying Sikh made his Kenya National Rally Championship debut in awesome fashion.
Baldev Chaga is the champion of the 2016 Kcb Kisumu Rally.
Having won such a difficult technical rally like this, I think it's even more satisfactory for us.
However, the young guns came calling, and Rajveer Rai, the son of legendary rally driver Sabi Rai, romped home 2nd and incidentally 14 seconds behind the winner in the feisty Ford Fiesta R5.
We've been struggling since Kisumu last year after we had an accident. But yeah, no, it's good to be back on the pace again. Unfortunately, we couldn't win today, but yeah, we hope we can keep up the pace for some of the other rallies and be a bit more consistent.
Another blistering performance was brought by Manveer Barian, who continues to astound also in his Ford Fiesta R5. Barian completed the podium dash at 32 seconds behind Chaga.
It was good. The second round we pushed hard and we tried to get as much time as we could. We had a miss from the start of the stage to the end, but other than that it was good. We drove hard. Yeah, happy with the finish.
What a meritorious achievement by veteran driver Carl Tundo, who romped in a remarkable 4th position driving his ancient 15-year-old Subaru GC8 monster.
In the old car it seemed to perform the first loop, then we broke an arm on the second loop and ended up in 4th, so we're happy.
Youngster Karan Patel also continues to impress, finishing in a stunning 5th place overall.
We're happy, a bit of damage to the car, so a lot of work to do before Safari. But I mean, we're happy. Top 5 is fine. The route was not very nice, not very car friendly, but we finished.
Topping up the top 10 positions is Eric Bengi, who's beating the odds and continues to astonish the big boys with his tiny Toyota Run-X.
We had a good run, we kept out of trouble, we are happy with the results.
23 out of 28 cars finished the rally, making every result a victory. The Rally Chicks, the phenomenal all-female crew of Natasha Tundo and Chantal Young, wrapped up their best result by coming in a splendid 12th position overall.
Awesome rally, really enjoyed it. During the mud I was really worried about going through the mud and overtook 2 cars, so took 6 minutes off. Yeah, did really well.
The die-hard uncle and nephew crew of Mahesh and Ketan Halai had a thrilling rally. After sorting out the center diff issues that slotted them in 20th position in the first loop, they broke the gear selector of their N10 in the final loop. However, the Halai's never say die attitude saw them overtake rivals and recovered their 6-minute deficit with their Subaru stuck in 3rd gear and remarkably making them climb 5 places. 15th overall was a commendable feat despite the odds. Isa Amwari finally finished his first rally in his newly acquired Mitsubishi Evolution 10. He overcame diff issues as well as punctures, and 19th overall was a worthy result. Kisumu's Jetrinda Dokia celebrated his 5th career rally with a credible finish. He finished in 23rd position, navigated by female co-driver Samia Khan in her 2nd career rally. Handicapped and inspirational rally driver Nikhil Sachania was phenomenal as he took on the dreaded Kisumu rally conditions head-on. Despite him being paralyzed from the waist down, he epitomizes the competitive spirit that is rallying. He unfortunately retired on the final loop when he broke his right front suspension, but what a great show of will and determination. In the 2-wheel drive class, Eric Bengi and Tuto Mionki were the runaway winners, followed by Alex Lairangi, and defending 2-wheel drive champion Leonardo Varesi was 3rd.
Well, I've had a fantastic day. It's been a very good experience.
So Bengi leads the 2-wheel drive championship by 50 points, followed by Leonardo Varesi and Sami Nyori respectively. In the supplementary class, Iceman Jasmine Chana was the surprise winner by a 2nd, followed by leader Chandrakant, and Edward Minor was 3rd. Chandrakant Devji leads the supplementary class with 46 points. In the classic car class, there were no competitors in this round, so the table remained as is, with Jonathan Soman leading with 25 points. And in the SVP class, Carl Tundo was not eligible for points despite competing, since he was the only one racing in this class, so Adil Mirza has a lucky lead in this class. So finally, this is how the championship standings look like. Baldev Chaga now leads the championship with 37 points. Manveer Barian is 2nd with 33 points, and Rajbir Rai 3rd with 29 points. In the Division 1 Championship, Chaga's teammate Anka Rai is in pole position with 46 points. In Division 2, none other than Eric Bengi leads with 46 points. And in Division 3, Devji leads with 43 points. And look at Natasha Tundo, now in 2nd place with 33 points. The next rally will be the iconic Safari Rally, arguably the world's toughest rally. 3 days of rallying action on 100% closed roads. This is the ultimate test of man and machine, as the battle of the Kenya National Rally Championship takes us to the shores of Lake Elementaita, deep in the majestic Great Rift Valley. Chate will be defending his Safari Rally title that he won last year in his powerful Mitsubishi R4. Laukkanen will be eager to redress the frustration of 2015 when he almost won this title. Carl Tundo will hopefully have his new hybrid Ford Fiesta, which has an Evo 10 engine. Duncan, Chaga, Rajbir and Manveer are in top form at the moment, and will be right up there with the best. The pace will be fast and furious, and you cannot afford to miss the 64th running of the Safari Rally as the very best in the country chase glory. We will see you there.